Hi, everybody. I'm a minute late. I had to restart my computer. So, hello. Everybody say hi. It is Fluid Friday. So, we play What's in Your Cup. And mine is water. Water tonight. Hi, Yasmina. Hey, hi. What you guys got in your cup? Hi, Nia. Hi, Jenalyn. Hey, DFS. Hi. Hot chocolate. Oh, I'll have that later. I love my hot chocolate. Um, Water for Jenna Lynn. Hi, Sally. Hi. Oh, coffee. Yeah, I kind of hooked on coffee. I love coffee. Doing good, Sally. How are you? I think I'm just about all set up. I've been doing readings today and looking forward to tonight. As always, I love working with Matty Tarot. Water is in your cup. Oh, yes, I'm also hooked on that cola, the cola demon, for sure. So, anyway, I've got water. Maddie's going to tell you guys all what's in your cup. Okay. Yeah, put your requests in. And when Maddie comes, you might put it in again because as the comments go up, we can only see so many. So we can 2, 4, 6, 8. I can see 8 to 9 comments at once. And then I have to drop down and look at more. So I wish this was a better way of doing it. Hi, Erin. Hi, Kelly. But that's kind of how it works. We did have a show where one person was screaming things at me because I did a reading for that person, and they thought she thought I was ignoring her. Well, I couldn't see any of her comments. But pretty much once I do a reading, we might see a comment and kind of let it go so we can keep doing readings as we go. But she didn't like it. Oh, look at everybody wants 3 month readings. That's always good. I love doing those. I just had somebody come back. I did a reading for her today where she had this big long thing of all the hits of, yeah, you told me I was going to, get money specifically in this time, and I did. And then you said I was going to be celebrated for something that I did, and on and on. And that's always great to see. In general reading, Matty Tarot should be here. Let's go for the rules. So if anybody's new, what we do is we'll put your request up here for everyone to see, and we do your reading. But we won't do it if you have somebody's name in it. So be creative. Say, I want you to look at my ex, person of interest, or somebody I consider the devil or a relative or whatever, and then we'll put it up on the screen. You have to be 18 or older to get a reading, and all the rules are up in the description. And by posting, you're agreeing that your comments will be public. We randomly choose readings. We don't go by a list, and we don't go beginning to end. We just grab somebody. Let's see. No health and no legal, including pregnancy. Okay. And then it all should be fine. You guys should know it and tell me if I forgot something. Hi, Miles. How are you? Oh, Dairy Queen. Oh my gosh. Like one of my favorite places. Kim, you know what, Kim? I was going to message you, Kim L, just to see how you were because I hadn't seen you. And so you came across my mind like 2 days ago. And I said, I've got to say hello and all that. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the moms out there. For sure. What are you guys' plans? Hi, Pam. How are you? You know what? I didn't know Ghostbusters came out. I had no, how did that not get on my radar? And so I said, this is what I want. I want like pizza, and I want Ghostbusters, and I want my one son. The other one's in Texas, and I'll see him next month. But I'm just like, this is what I want. I want to sit and watch that with him. Hi, Carlos. Thank you for sharing. So, you guys, we do free readings here, and we love it because Matty Tarot and I believe that everyone should be able to get a good reading, whether they have money or not. Okay, that's just the way it is. If you want to tip us, you can. It doesn't mean you'll get a reading, but if you want to do that, the tip links are not scrolling. Let me go. I had to restart my computer. That's why it was late. So let me, get this going. Here we go. Scrolling right there on the banner, and coming back to your comments here. And so anyway, and there are also live links in the description. Readings are for entertainment only. We need to put that in there. And though we're really good at what we do. Yeah, what are you guys going to do for Mother's Day? I really miss the good old days. I miss so much when the boys were little, and we would go to a buffet that is salad, and we would they'd run and get all their food, and I loved it. I just loved the hustle and the bustle, and my two boys being there. Always fun. I miss that though. Okay. Oh, Kim said you couldn't see the comments. Oh, okay. Got it. Hi, Zoe. Okay. Zoe, do you have a request, or do you have a general reading or a 3-month reading? Because I'm going to go ahead and start since Maddie's not in here yet. As you guys know, Matty Tarot has such a big heart that here he is. He usually is rescuing, taking care of dogs and things like that.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was packing, but hi.
Oh, okay.
Hello, happy Fluid Friday.
We were just talking about Mother's Day, and I'm waiting for Zoe to put something down, and I'm going to do her reading first.
Okay.
Because she said, she came in and didn't get a reading, and I told her to come back. So it's good to grab her. So Zoe, please, put what you want. Oh, okay. We can do that. So how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
We're wonderful and great. That's good. You're over your cold?
I think, I got this in my hand still. I don't think fully, but pretty much for the most part, yes.
Okay. We
I
need
feel
to
much
send
better.
healing your way. I have water tonight, Fluid Friday. That's what's in my cup.
Same. It's in a bottle though.
Well, so's mine.
I know. I was joking.
I had
What's
to
in
laugh.
your bottle cup? Hi, everybody. Hello, hello.
Let me go back and get Zoe.
Oh, thank you, Norma. Carlos said he's drinking milk. Thank you, Norma. Hi, Jasmina. Hi, Kim. Let's see.
Oh,
Hi,
that's so
Carlos.
nice. That is so nice. Hi, Pam. Okay. You can say hi to everybody. I'm going to just connect to Zoe's energy really quickly here.
Okay. I hope everybody's having a lovely Friday.
Oh, I'm using tarot tonight. What are you using, Maddie?
I'm going to be using the Salvador Dali tarot, very shiny. And then I've got I forget what the name of this deck is, but it says Kitten Chops. It's by Kitten Chops. This I think it's like colorful heart or something. And then I've got my inner guidance messages and the crystal cards and the pendulum, if, you know, whatever we're drawn to. Let's see.
After this reading, I will go and put up your QR code where you can see it, Maddie, and then you can bring it up whenever you want.
Okay.
Okay, Zoe, I'm getting your cards down. Last couple of days, I've had like 2-hour readings, more than 2 hours, and then today was an hour and a half. One of my readings I did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Whoo.
I always tend to go over.
I know. Especially like a half-hour reading. I'm like, 2 hours. Oops.
Right. I have on the, you know, it sets a time whenever you make an appointment and people will get a reading and it's like 30 minutes allotted for it. And I'm like, I'm in my mind, I'm like, it's not, we're going to go over 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's always, it's no matter what it is, it's always over that. And that's fine because, you know, if you're getting stuff in, you want to convey that. So,
There's so much to talk.
Oh, yeah. Zoe, I get a lot on you, like heavy burdens, a lot to shoulder, a lot of stuff, extra responsibility. You can do it, but I do get that there. I get a little bit of loss, sorrow, hurt, a little bit of heartache crossing you in temporary energy. Now, let me tell you about this great future card. It is my magician card, which is a card of creation. It's a card of getting money-making ideas, making a product, you know, being inventive, so very creative. I get this in the future for you. I get too much worry in the past. Always bring that down. Now they're showing me, and there's no timing on this, they're showing me that an idea is going to come, and I see you just really grabbing onto it. It's going to take you in a new direction, and you're going to successfully implement this idea. So you've got something really good coming in. Once you have this idea, I think you're going to give something up because it shows me having something built up and you were doing it a certain way, and now we're going to change it. We're going to go to the future and go away from that. All right. They're showing me a money-minded woman. This could be you or someone else. When we look at the Queen of Pentacles, we're looking at people that can be accountants. It's a natural ability about money and dealing with it. They can be financial advisors. They can do detail-oriented work. Sometimes in my gut, I can get people who are doing human resources. But this person, if it's not you, somebody comes in and can help you with that, you know, information and advice about finances. They show me you are connected to the other side, that you get communication with them. This is the moon card. So usually at night's a good time, you know, kind of dial in that time where they're active. And then I get that maybe even in your dreams or something that you'll get some clear messages. Okay. They show me fond memories of the past. When I get fond memories of the past, sometimes it means that we're dealing with ideas that we knew how to do and we bring them back. Sometimes it's marking a special time. But since I said first, bringing an idea, something you did from the past and using it now, I think that's how I'm reading that one. Your ultimate outcome card is the big decisions coming up to make. These aren't little ones. These are the big decisions in life. So make sure that you are prepared to make those decisions. And so talk to your guides, ask them for clarity and help in making really good decisions for yourself, because here's these opportunities of these big things coming up, and you need to be ready to decide which one you want. And that's what I have for you.
That was beautiful, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Gabby. I've selected Gabby. Okay. One moment.
Tracy, I'm doing you next. Everybody look at the comments, and that's who will be doing next. Be written there.
Okay. So, Gabby, the Ace of Wands is here, and the Ace of Wands is about self-expression and creativity. It's about our, you know, artistic side. So I love that that's the first card that came out here, especially when I'm sorry, I didn't read your question to everybody. I'm sure everyone read it though, but reading about your career and the daytime drama that you are writing. So, writing an art and creative expression. So I love that the Ace of Wands came out here. It also shows passion. So this is something you're passionate about. The Five of Swords came out, and the Five of Swords is conflict. But what I am seeing here is not that you have some. I mean, everybody runs into challenges on any endeavor, but that's not what the getting with the Five of Swords here. The message I'm getting is to because the swords came out after you. This is going to be a process. Maybe some anger that you have held in situations in your life. So certain chances or interactions or experiences you've had in your life have left you with some pain. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? And that's everybody has some experience that hurts them. You're going to be able to utilize this script that you're writing or this drama you're writing as an outlet to kind of release some of this pent up emotion that hasn't fully processed yet, that you may not even know that it's still inside of you, but you may not even know that you're holding on to anything, but it's going to come out in the process in either ways that are very apparent to you and you purposely are doing it, consciously doing it, or in ways that you will look back and read it and say, oh my gosh, that was, or like, wow, I didn't even notice. Because when you're in it, you can't see it, right? And so you can't see it until you're through it. And once you're out of it, it's so easy to see. And you're like, wow, I can't, if you ever, made a decision in the past that you weren't so proud of, but you've processed everything, you've gotten over it, and you've forgiven yourself or forgiven whatever, whoever was involved, like you look back and you kind of laugh at it and you're kind of like, dang, that was really tough for me back then, but you know, I I don't see it the same way now, and I can't believe I didn't see it when it was happening, because it's so obvious. Hindsight is 2020. That's the reason. But there might look that you were processing. Um, so now with this insight, you might even peep it while it's happening. So,
Maddie,
yes.
you're breaking up.
Oh, really badly, or what?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You might have to go out and
Did
come
it?
back in.
Did that just start happening, or has it been the whole time?
It's been part of her reading. And we could hear some things clearly. So I asked everybody if they were hearing it, and they said yes.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll be right back, Gabby. How wonderful, Gabby, that you are, doing your writing. So I know I've known Gabby for a long time, and she set her goals and she went after them. And, it's wonderful that you're, changing things up and going for your desires. That's really wonderful. So Tracy Prescott, you'll be next with the 3-month reading. There we go.
Okay. Is this better?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So essentially what I've said so far is a passionate or creative endeavor, which is the writing of this daytime drama, that you will find that you've used it to process some some pent up emotions or emotional experiences that have you've been holding on to, and this may be apparent to you or not so apparent. Either way, you will look back and see it if it wasn't apparent. But this brings a profound change to your life, um, in the form of healing. Now, whether or not this will be something that's successful, something that gets picked up, something that you do further work with, maybe it turns into a play, whatever it is. That's not coming out here. It doesn't mean that's not going to happen, but I'm seeing more so the process of you creating this and what it does for you on a soul and a spiritual level. So it allows you to kind of be more free spirited and more comfortable in your skin. Um, And it brings a lot of things full circle for you. It gives you a sense of belonging. It makes you feel more appreciative of yourself and the struggles you've went through. That's very good. And then what you don't see coming here, it says the magician. And the magician is all about manifesting. It's all about free will, the power to manifest, the power to do what you want in your life and take your own path. So that is the message I'm getting here, is that this can be something that you utilize and you can go whatever direction you want with it. And I just want to give you this, because I'm a writer, I write music. When you start off, I don't know how long you've been writing, but when you start off, you know, sometimes it's not the best, but if you keep going, keep writing, keep working on it, keep on going at it, plugging at it, you get better and better and better and better and better. Practice makes perfect. Don't ever, there's going to be moments you're going to reach a wall and kind of feel like, what am I doing this for? Or why? Um, nobody cares. Nobody wants to see that or read this or whatever, or see that. Just, you got to push through the doubt. You're always going to have doubt. You got to push through, because it comes in waves. And there's times when you may have writer's block and feel like you can't write. Don't worry about it. That's normal. It doesn't mean you've lost anything. It doesn't mean you're not on the right path. It doesn't mean any of that. It just is a normal thing that happens. Sometimes we get writer's block. There's been times where I haven't written for a whole year. And then suddenly all these song ideas come into my head, and it's like almost full songs at a time. And it's just boom, 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 boom. And so that's just the process. And, so just stick with it, have confidence in yourself, have faith, trust in the process, and take time to perfect your craft. The stone card, the crystal card you got is Tiger's Eye. It says, place this powerful stone on the third eye during meditation. The high vibrations from the earth and the sun enhances psychic abilities. This has been carried as a protective amulet for centuries. It brings courage and energizes the spirit and balances the chakras. So courage is the message here. Be courageous and be vulnerable and move forward with confidence. Okay, that's all I have for you this evening.
Oh, that's great advice. Okay, Tracy Prescott. Hi, Tracy. Um, Tracy, I'm doing a 3-month reading for you. And what I have that represents you really is feeling kind of unsupported. This can be alone and unsupported in something. And sometimes when you use this card, it's betrayal, but I get alone and unsupported. So when I see this, I want you to go to your guides and tell them to bring everything that you need to, I have us on the wrong mode. Maddie didn't catch that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was putting your QR code up. Hi. Okay, Tracy. So when I see this, I go connect to your guides and really tell them to bring you everything that you need to feel grounded and secure. And be it a person or be it, any abilities, bring it on to you so that you can feel supported and go forward. I get manifesting over you. This energy is wanting money to come in on a regular basis with the potential to grow. So this is probably in the future. I get in the future position, though, like an idea is going to come that you're going to go with, and it's going to be really good. Very much a lot of success coming for you. I get a little bit of not trusting what's ahead. That's your past position card. Not trusting what's ahead. I do get for May, really walking away from something. Like I had something built up, I'm going to go in a different direction. That's because that's where your future lies. So sometimes we give things up and we go on to something else. Now, right in mid to end of May, I do have a man that steps in. So this is a King of Cups, and usually my dad energy, or they'd be a good dad, like to be around outdoors and around water. I feel very good about this guy, and he steps in priority in your life starting pretty soon, mid to end of May. When we get to June, I see you getting something you really want, almost like a reward. Like whatever you did and you put out there to the universe is going to come in, and something you really want. I also get another male that steps in priority in your life mid to end of June. And this is a very much the King of Pentacles, which is a money minded male. They can be leaders, they can be financial advisors, they can be owners of businesses, but their whole thing is about money. I want to tell you that in July, I get a short trip for you. And then mid to end of July, I do get good news and money for you. So it does look like you're manifesting that money to come in on a regular basis and actually have some growth to it. And so that's what I see for you a little bit into the summer. And that's what I have for you.
Lovely. Okay, let's see. Okay. Jenna Lynn Silvera. All right, 3 reading. Jenna Lynn, in the comments, let me know, do you want to include May, since we're already 10 days in? Or would you like me to start with June as the first month? Let me know. She says, that's me. Okay, I'm going to include May. All right. Okay. There's June and then July. Give me a moment more. So sorry. All right. Jenna Lynn. Jenna Lynn, you overarching message I'm getting here is that you're on a pursuit of happiness. You want, you're tired of things like wearing you down. You're tired of things that are overwhelming you. You're just tired. And you're like, like, when do I do, like, what do I need to do to just have a pleasant day? um, so you're doing those things, the things that are apparent to you. You're trying your best to do those things. So you're doing this in creative. Okay, how do I say this? You're getting creative. You're doing things that maybe you never tried before. You're like, well, let's try this approach. Let's do it this way. And you're kind of just testing the water and seeing. So really though, what you need to the most the biggest tool that will be the most pivotal, or will cause the most pivotal change for you and be the most the biggest influence is to change the frame of mind. It is so much more powerful than we give it credit. And it is, I mean, they say happiness is a choice, right? And I'm not trying to just chalk it up to something as easy as, well, you got to just stop being upset. Like, it's not that easy at all. Um, but there is a way to, it really comes down to this. You gotta learn how to allow people to have their opinions and have their emotions without identifying with that. So, how other people feel and behave is not about you, it is about them. Um, all you can do is communicate your needs. All you can do is change the way you relate to something, so the meaning you're assigning to something, you get to the stories you tell yourself, you have control over that. That's something you can control. You can control the way you talk to yourself. So if you notice you're talking to yourself in a negative way or in a very self-critical way, that is something that you can control. You can control the people you give your time to, who you allow, what you say yes to. You can control the boundaries you set. So these are all things that make, they're hard to do sometimes, especially when we didn't learn the way to communicate these sorts of things. But I see you stepping out of your comfort zone, getting creative, and trying different methods to enact these sorts of changes in your life. So that's really the focus right now, and it's all good and dandy right when it starts, right? Because like maybe you do one and it works, and you're like, "Oh, this is great. This is good. This is finally turning around." Well, that's what May looks like for you. June, it looks like you reach a challenging point. Hold on one second. Yeah, you're facing your fears in May. That's great. In June, it gets to a very challenging point where you're kind of faced with something that it kind of breaks you. It's I see heartbreak in June. Whether or not this is a situation that you've been dealing with that comes full circle and finally snaps, but you've seen it coming, or whether or not it's that this pain you're going through finally starts to turn around in June because the death card is here. So there's a transformation that takes place. The Three of Swords is the pain, the heartbreak, the sorrow, and the death is transformation, rebirth, new light. So there's some sort of aha moment, whether or not it's, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back and something comes and blows up, or whether it's you finally have that shift where you kind of get a little bit of peace. Either way, it's bittersweet. That's the message I'm getting. There's a bittersweetness to it. So while it's like, and that's not all bad, while it's like, it's kind of, okay, how do I explain it? It's kind of like if there was ever a person in your life that you had a relationship with and then like they wouldn't do any of the things or say any of the things you wanted them to say in the moment, and then finally, and then so you did what you had to do, you left or whatever, you guys broke up, whatever, or maybe they left, who cares. What it is you finally got over it, and then that person comes back and they're like saying everything that you wanted them to say back then. But you don't care now, and you're like, well, it doesn't, I mean, I don't feel the same way anymore. It's over. It's like too late, too little, too late, right? It's kind of like that's a little bittersweet in the moment. It's like while I have some sort of, while this is situation on some level kind of feeds my ego and boosts my ego a little bit, if we're being honest, it also is like, well, why couldn't you do it back then when I cared? So I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I'm saying that's like similar to the energy I'm getting here. It's like there's a bittersweet moment that happens in June. Um, with something, something coming around and some realization that you have, or something that is uncovered. But at the same time, this is what marks a very free-spirited energy. And it actually inspires you. So there's inspiration that comes from it. That's really good. In July, oh, in July, I see that you finally get the courage to walk away from something. There's something you're involved. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't know, but maybe you have a relationship in which the partner is not loyal. That could be it. Maybe you have a relationship with a friend that doesn't treat you right and takes advantage of you or talks down to you. That could be the situation. Maybe it's a family member that you don't appreciate the way they overstep your boundaries or just don't listen to anything you say and try and control you. Whatever the situation is, there is a third party energy that you don't like the way someone is ganging up on you. Okay, you're saying it's your family. Um, okay. You finally set boundaries. The Queen of Swords is here. You're outspoken, you're setting your boundaries, you're putting your foot down, and you walk away from something that especially when it's family. Okay, that makes sense now. So the family aspect of it makes it a little harder, but you feel like they gang up on you. And so you're finally going to put your foot down though. And really, it's as hard as it might be with family, it's because the only reason it continues is because you don't stick with putting your foot down. So you may get mad and put your foot down or something, but then you just let it go, or you kind of get over it and you go right back into the same rigmarole. You gotta sometimes like you might be afraid to speak up because they think they're gonna lash out or take some sort of there's gonna be some sort of backlash or retaliation, but let them have that backlash, let them retaliate, and don't you stay firm. You stay firm on your choice. That's the only way people will ever respect you or listen to you. That's the only way. Because what does it say when you are very passionate about something and you say it's this, and then they go, well, no, I don't care, and they overstep it in any way, and then you do nothing. What does that teach a person? That you're gonna do nothing. That it doesn't matter if it teaches them this. She's gonna complain about that a little bit, but just do it anyway. It doesn't matter. She's not gonna do anything. And as harsh as that may sound, that's exactly what it teaches a person. So we don't teach, boundaries. We are set to allow others to interact with us. They're not walls that we put. So I think you have a boundary setting issue. So you understand, if you are getting to the point where you're making these drastic, harsh, very rigid decisions where it's like, this is it, that's the final, this da, da, and you enact something, you put something into place, you say, no more of this. That's an indication, and it blocks something, it puts a wall up, and it doesn't allow something, and it's against somebody else. It's not boundaries aren't to control other people, and that's an indication that you've actually waited too long to say something, to speak up, to set a boundary, and you've now put a wall up because you're at your wit's end with it. And so that's not walls don't let people in. Boundaries let people in, but give them a boundary in which coming in is going to be safe, healthy, and productive. And so a connection can happen. Boundaries allow connection, walls block it out. So really learning the difference and being able to determine that and use discernment. But I do see you kind of standing up to your family and really putting your foot down and saying, you know, I respect you, or I respect you guys, or I respect whatever, whatever. You're being respectful, but you're still speaking up for yourself and speaking your truth. And what comes of this? The Ace of Swords and the Sun. So once you, so what that, I mean, it's very clear here. The Ace of Swords is clarity, it's truth, it's um, some sort of revelation or realization, and the Sun is happiness. So your happiness comes when you start standing firmly in your truth. And it does look like over the next 3 months, you get the hang of that and get really close to doing that. It's all, and you can get on it even quicker if you want to, but we got to go through things to have the realizations from the experiences, and that teaches us some. So it's a process that is unique to you. Um, but I hope this resonated, and that's all I have for you this evening.
That's great. I mean, you always give great information that everybody can, you know, listen to.
Thank you,
And
Deb.
yeah. Okay. I am going to do Marianne. Mary Ann wanted financial reading. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about your finances. But first, the card that comes down for you is a money minded woman, someone who looks at their finances and is money minded, can budget, all that kind of stuff. Crossing you in temporary energy is the thought or the energy of a really good harmony in a partnership that can be on your mind or something coming in. I do get you going along with the flow in the future, which is good. Path of least resistance, kind of taking things as it comes. Past position shows me waiting for some kind of results. When I look at your reading, I get success in an idea that comes. I get the talent card showing me that you do something really well. Maybe you're going to be celebrated for that, but I feel like that you do something really good. And that's why I call it a talent. You have an ambitious male that comes in on your path, and he comes in priority. I feel like he wants to be at the top and he's a motivator. Also, probably educated as far as business goes. I'm going to skip your financial card for a minute. They show me the lover's card, and this card also is a card of making choices in love and romance. Your last card here is one of an ending, of giving something up or getting rid of something that does not, serve you at all. Let's go back to your finances. You're going to be fine. You're going to be more than fine. I have success over a lifetime. This is money. This is everything. I'm getting that for you. I would think in your future or whatever that you won't have any problems with, finances or money. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely. Thank you, by the way, for Jenilyn and Kimberly for the validation. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm happy that it resonated and it was spot on. And I wish you the best in your circumstances. I know that's difficult when it's a family dynamic, especially because some they say people are you can't teach an old dog new tricks, or like some people are just stuck in their ways. That's bull. That's bull. Bull, 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 bull. Not true. It's just, it's a matter of the person hearing the thing that resonates with them, that it makes them go, oh, I see it. I understand. And some people are just stubborn. Some people are stubborn. Some people are more than stubborn. They're obstinate. Where, and that's a deeper issue. But if you are clearly communicating and reaching the same wall, the same brick wall with somebody, and you can determine out of the situation that this person is clearly on purpose misunderstanding me, or clearly not valuing what I'm saying, or not listening, not hearing me, or they are just clearly being stubborn and obstinate. you just what you have to do is change your expectation of that person and put up the necessary boundaries that you need to. Don't associate. Like I said, you get to choose who you give your time to. So gray rock them. If you've ever heard the term gray rocking somebody, it's like only interact on a level that is absolutely necessary. So if they're asking you a question about some, what time are you gonna do that? You can just go 3 p.m. That's it. You don't, nothing more. And anything they say that's antagonizing or you give it no response and no energy whatsoever. Gray rocking people like that works because eventually their goal is to get a rise out of you, to get something out of it, to gain some sort of sense of control. So when you take that away from them and don't let them have that, they essentially, for lack of a better term, it's more complex than this, but they get bored. It's no longer, they're not getting what they're not getting what they're seeking out of the situation anymore. So they might step it up a level. Only for a moment, though. You continue to gray rock them. Show them you will not be phased by their methods and only interact on a level that is simply strictly necessary. Look up gray rocking and try that. Try that with the people that are purposely being, obstinate or misunderstanding you. Okay. There's something else I wanted to address. Sally, if you're still here, Sally, um, she says, I'm leaving my current boyfriend, and tonight he is very narcissistic. He's at work at the moment. My question, should I let him know I'm leaving, or should I just leave without him knowing? I believe that's what she meant to say, without. Oh, yeah, she said, it clarifies right here, without. Um, Sally, are you still here? If either, okay, Sally, hi. Can you let me know? And if you don't want to say it, it's fine. Would leaving without him knowing put you in danger or harm's way in any way? Yes? Are you saying yes to the what I'm saying? She put yes, but I don't know if she said it after I asked. Can you clarify? Likely, yes, it would. Okay, so don't leave without him knowing. If it's going to put you in danger. Um, don't do that. If you have somebody you can reach out to that you're able to stay with, that can help you move or get your things out or get at least what you need, and you're able to rely on them, trust them to be safe at their home, that they would, even in the event of something happening or this person showing up, causing a scene, being reckless, that they would be willing to stand by you in whatever needs to be done in that situation. And I don't advise anybody get into a physical fight or anything, but if you have somebody you can have with you there in company, at their place or wherever you go, then I wouldn't leave without telling him. I would tell him, and then I would say something like in a text, and then do it, and be with that person, and make plans to remain with that person, or even if you need to change your number, leave. Don't do what you need to do to excommunicate completely. Don't leave this person with the option to find you if it's that serious. Um, if it's
Maddie,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. One thing that we should say to Sally, and Sally, we can, if you're going to leave and there's going to be a problem, you can call and they will have an officer there with you to keep the peace. And so don't take any chances at all. If you feel that you are in danger, I'm sure Maddie would agree that you could go to court and get some kind of an order to keep him away from you. But you can have your friends and everything, but you have an option of asking the police for help.
That's what I was gonna say next, is not only having a friend to stay with, but during when you so tell him you're leaving, and then only after you've called the police department and asked for somebody to come over, and I forget what it's called. They will not escort you, but they will kind of oversee the process of you getting your things and leaving the apartment. And you just let them know the truth. Just say, my boyfriend's at work. I don't know what time he's coming home. I'm worried there's going to be, I'm worried there's going to be a dangerous situation regarding my safety if he comes home and sees that I am taking my things. So I would like an officer here to facilitate that and to, while I just grab my things and leave. So do that, and don't tell him you're leaving until the officer is there doing it, because I fear that if you don't say something, that it will be an even higher if he's going to retaliate in some way, it would be an even higher, more at stakes risk retaliation if you just didn't say anything. So I don't think that's a good idea. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that and deal with a person who I just I don't understand people like that. I really don't, and it frustrates me. But first, I have people that I very much care about and love that have been in abusive situations, so it's very frustrating. So I hope you get the help you need. I hope you are able to get out without any sort of altercation or some sort of confrontation. But I highly advise you change your number and your information, block him on everything completely. Just don't give him a way to even get a drop of water or a hair follicle through to you. Cut it all off. Goodbye. And if there's anything that, ties you guys together, take the loss. Cancel the bank, close the bank account. Cancel, like who cares? You can get new material things. You can't get a new life. So I wish you the best in your circumstance.
Okay. That's a tough situation. We wish you
Yeah,
the best. Prayers.
Teresa says there's a high risk of physical harm that comes to those who leave. Please call the police to escort you and have a plan. Exactly. That's exactly. I agree. 100%. Have a plan. Don't do it just because one night you're like, tonight's the night and I'm going to figure it out. No. Plan accordingly. Plan very meticulously. Have someone to help you, and definitely have the police there to escort you. 100%.
I'm going to be doing Aaron in a minute, but let's do this first.
Oh yes, okay, you guys. So this is my QR code that I made to take you to my booking site. If you would like to book a private reading, I do more than just readings, though. You can take a look by scanning this with your phone's camera. Take a screenshot of it, go into your photo library, and just hold your finger down on the QR code. It will take you to the site. Or if you put your camera up to it, it will pop up a link you can click on. Or you can, print it out, put it on a t-shirt, walk around with it, tell everybody, make a banner, hang it from your car, and drive down the freeway with it, let everybody scan it. So I really appreciate share. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do more than just tarot readings, and if you'd like to take a look at the list of my services, it's on that site.
That's great. Okay, Aaron, you didn't get a reading. You missed out. So here we go. The first card that represents you really is the Knight of Cups. Even though that's a romantic dreamer card, it's my card saying, hey, if it comes down first, you better be manifesting. Use that law of attraction and bring everything in. I do get somewhat of a stuck energy over you, like I don't have some control over something. That is when I always tell everybody to make sure that you have your goals in front of you so that you're never stuck. Always rely on what's right in front of you. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep going in that direction. I get in the future that you're waiting for a certain amount of money or a pile of money to be made. It shows me there's a wait for it. I think you always thought that you were going to have everything out of life, because I do get this great card in the past of success over a lifetime. So I feel like you've already started that and it's going to go through. They're showing me the world card of you getting your desires, reaching your goals, making a change for the better in your home, your career. This world card also can denote world travel as well. Now, I do get this one card of feeling a loss or some grief. I don't know if you lost someone, but it's a strong card here. But I don't get anything else around it, just this one card showing some heartache here over a loss. They're showing me that money's going to be better. Good news of money in the future. You're going to get a some kind of a offer. I don't see you taking it. I get you regularly doing whatever you do to make money or work. I do get the Wheel of Fortune, which means from a positive change in your life, great things and good fortune come to you in the future. And that's what I have for you. There you go. And we are getting a little bit down in time here. And so we are here Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Please subscribe to Matty Tarot on YouTube if you haven't yet. Also, Psychic Fixes, and like this video so that we can, and a lot of people like the video, so that it can go everywhere and bring in all that great success and people in. And what else am I missing, Matty?
Did you already say subscribe?
Yeah. Oh, also Psychic Fixes on Facebook.
Yes.
You can do that as well.
Please like, please subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Fluid Friday. We're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Pacific Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. I wanted to say one more thing. I already put it in the comment to Sally. We're all chiming in about Sally. Get an air tag. I know this may not be the most, but it's like I think it's justifiable in the situation you're in. Get an air tag, put it in somewhere covertly in his vehicle. That way, when you leave, you'll know where he's at and if he's following you.
There you go. That's what I gave as Christmas presents this last Christmas.
They're very.
And they have the extra mileage, it's really nice. So anyway, you guys, Mystery Monday, but Matty Tarot and I have been talking about doing something fun. So we kind of got some ideas. We're a little crazy when we do our stuff, but I think you're going to have fun with some of the things that we have coming up.
Yes, we're gonna bring some pizzazz to the show.
More fun, more fun.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I have a prior engagement that I have an obligation to, so I gotta go.
All right. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye-bye.